So if you saw the title, Vybz Kartel, Grammy King, and you're wondering, is this a clickbait? Nope, this is not a clickbait. This is my prediction about the Grammy coming up this weekend and the possibility of Vybz Kartel winning his first Grammy, and what would a win for Vybz Kartel mean for dancehall music? Would this take dancehall music off life support on the international stage? So this is what I want to talk about today. Vybz Kartel, Grammy King. Let's talk about it. So I don't normally do entertainment vlogs, but I believe that this weekend, February 2nd, we're going to see the biggest Grammy win since 1992 when Shabba won his first Grammy. When Shabba Rankin became the first dancehall artist to win a Grammy. To me, that is the biggest Grammy win for Jamaica in that category. And Shabba Rankin single-handedly changed dancehall music and put Jamaica on the map in terms of dancehall music. And that was the first time, and to me, the only time that I've heard any Jamaican artist compared to Bob Marley. When Shabba Rankin won that Grammy Award, people were saying like, look, we're seeing the coming of a next Bob Marley, legendary type of figure. So I believe that this weekend, the potential is there that Vybz Kartel winning a Grammy this weekend could be something similar to Shabba Rankin's first Grammy win. And that, to me, that would single-handedly change dancehall music. Because I know in Jamaica, people believe that, dancehall music, there's nothing going on with dancehall music. Dancehall music is still trending in the right direction. But as someone that used to be a part of the music from back in the 90s, how you measure the success of dancehall music is in Europe, in places like Japan, and in America and Canada. And from what we have seen, it's been trending downwards. Dancehall music, reggae music, it's not trending in the right direction. We saw like reggae dancehall categories that no longer exist in America, like on the Billboard. We see that replaced with Afrobeats. In Canada, we see the Juno Awards, the reggae category replaced with Indian music. So the music, the dancehall, reggae music is losing its power. And as I said, this is my prediction. If Vybz Kartel win this weekend, I'm putting it out there, we're going to be calling Vybz Kartel the Grammy King, the same way how we call Shabba Rankin the Grammy Kid back in the days. So Grammy Kid saved dancehall in the 90s, and the Grammy King in the 2025 saving the music. So that is my prediction for this weekend. And in this video, I'm just going to break down the reggae category and see what chance Vybz Kartel have of winning this Grammy coming up this weekend.
God is the greatest. No matter what you're going through, count your blessings, yeah. People, I'm telling you something. God is the greatest, and nothing will be time. Always remember to do good. Good I will follow you. God is the greatest. Big up that kind gentleman at the embassy. When we got there Tuesday or Monday, I spoke to him on Tuesday, and I spoke to him a while ago. And him give me good words of encouragement. So big up to that man at the embassy. Big up the US Embassy. Big up Gaza Nation. God is the greatest. Never forget. What is under my nose? I'm out. Well, today is a new day. Give thanks to life. All praises to the Lord. Me see if I'm sanctified.
Okay, so before I break down the Grammy Awards this weekend, let me just put this out there. Vybz Kartel winning the Grammy this weekend is pretty much like an impossible task. Like, it is impossible, like that Vybz Kartel was incarcerated under a year ago, came out of jail, and to be nominated and win the Grammy this year. But based on what we have seen Vybz Kartel achieve so far, just even coming out of jail and being nominated in such a short space of time, that is almost another impossible task. And the reason why I'm saying it's so impossible, this nomination, this Grammy nominee for reggae, the category, this is one of the toughest category that I've seen in a long time. You know, the Marleys, the Bob Marley is nominated, the Wailers is nominated, Chensia is nominated, Collie Buddz is nominated. This is a stellar lineup in terms of the nominees. And this is, as I said, this is one of the best lineup that I've seen for a while. And in order for Vybz Kartel to win this Grammy, he's going to have to overthrow the king, Bob Marley. So it's from a reggae king to a dancehall king. And I believe that that is where the fight is going to be, from one king to another. But as I said, it seemed like an impossible task. But judge on what Vybz Kartel has achieved so far, you know, the mental power that Vybz Kartel have to spend 13 years incarcerated and to come out with such a positive mindset, and all the things that he's been doing since the concert, you know, putting on that massive concert and the tour that he have lined up. That also was an impossible task, but Vybz Kartel did it. So that's why, you know, I'm putting in my bets right now. And I'm saying that Monday morning, we're going to wake up calling Vybz Kartel the king, you know, Grammy king. So it seemed impossible, but I'm putting in my bets. So sound off in the comment section and let me know, who do you have winning this Grammy? Do you think that Chensia is going to win this Grammy, becoming first female dancehall artist to win a Grammy, an individual Grammy? Or do you think it's going to go to Bob Marley for the soundtrack, the One Love soundtrack? Or are you with me? Do you think that Vybz Kartel is going to win this Grammy and be officially called, you know, the Grammy King? Sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. And yes, so I'm going to break down the categories now to show you how tough this category is, and to see who Vybz Kartel is going up against. Let's do it.
The nominees for Best Reggae Album are Take It Easy, Party With Me, Never Gets Laid Here, Bob Marley, One Love, music inspired by the film, Deluxe, Evolution.
Okay, so now let's break down these nominees for the Reggae Grammy. So the first person nominated is Collie Buddz. Collie Buddz is the only non-Jamaican on this list. I know there are a couple of years where there are a lot of non-Jamaican that were nominated for the Reggae Grammy that caused some controversy. But this is Collie Buddz. And to me, legit, Collie Buddz is the best dancehall artist ever outside of Jamaica. Collie Buddz, Collie Buddz is from Bermuda. He's like a white guy from Bermuda, and he legitimately sound like a real Jamaican. And one of his songs, Collie Buddz have one of the biggest dancehall song ever in Latin America when he did the song Mamacita years ago. And Collie Buddz, as I said, like I've seen him perform before in Bermuda. Collie Buddz is legitimate, like he's a big deal. And I think he was nominated before. So this is, as I said, this is a good lineup in terms of nominee. It's not a weak one. So Collie Buddz, the first one. And then number 2, Vybz Kartel. As I said, like Vybz Kartel, this almost seems impossible because if you study how the Grammy works, it's not about the best song or the best dancehall, best reggae music. The Grammy is an organization that you have to sign up to. You have to be a member of it. And based on that, and Vybz Kartel, this is his first nomination. Based on that, it just seemed like an impossible task. But as I said, based on what Vybz Kartel I've been able to achieve so far in terms of the concert, in terms of just getting out of prison, that alone. So I'm not going to say put it against him that he can't win. And his name, like name recognition, because in order to win, you're going to have to get a vote from people in different categories, like people from R&B, people from hip hop. So I believe that could be in his favor because the name recognition, so someone from hip hop and someone from other category will vote for him based on the name recognition. So I believe he has a chance there. So the next one, Chensia. Chensia's been nominated before. And Chensia, she has like the engine behind her. She has like a big label behind her. So it's possible that Chensia could also win the Grammy Award. The next, the Bob Marley One Love movie. If I should say the favorite so far, this would be the favorite because the movie was such a big deal last year, and the Marleys, there's like 100 Marleys that sign up to the Grammy Association. So I would say like all the Marleys have a vote, from the down to the kids have a vote. So I can easily see the One Love soundtrack, them winning the Grammy. So to me, this is the favorite, but as I said, like I'm still riding with Vybz Kartel because based on what Vybz Kartel has done so far, I'm just putting in all the chips and I'm going to say Vybz Kartel is going to take it home. And then the last one in this category is the Wailers. And the Wailers, you would have to believe that the Marleys are going to vote for the Wailers in this category also. And I know the Wailers, hearing the Wailers, you're probably thinking like, oh, like I haven't heard anything new with the Wailers. But as I said, like reggae music, dancehall music, whatever you see is big in Jamaica, might not be big in Africa, might not be big in Europe. So there are people in reggae music, in dancehall, that are making millions of dollars every year, and you haven't heard anything about them because the European scene is a big deal. Germany and those places have some of the biggest reggae dancehall concerts in the entire world. What you see happening in Jamaica is like nothing compare. It's easy to go to Germany and see 250,000 people at one reggae concert. So the Wailers, you might not see them active, but don't count them out. Yeah, so that's the category for the Grammy Award. And as I said, like I believe that the One Love would be the favorite, but I'm still going with Vybz Kartel. So sound off and let me know, out of this lineup, who do you think will be the favorite to win the Grammy coming up this weekend? Okay, so I'm going to end with what I'm going to call the elephant in the room. So the elephant in the room is that every 2 to 3 years, the conversation always come back on the table when they talk about dancehall music and the culture in Jamaica, and talk about how dancehall music impact Jamaicans, the Jamaica culture in a negative way. And this is a conversation that's been going on for decades. It started out with reggae music, you know, growing up before dancehall got to the level that it is now. People like Bob Marley were being targeted, talking about Bob Marley music. Just imagine Bob Marley, One Love, don't worry about a thing, everything is going to be all right. You know, all of the positive, uplifting music that we see, we celebrate Bob Marley today. Bob Marley is the face of Jamaica, the face of tourism Jamaica. Just imagine that same Bob Marley back in the early 80s, that his songs were banned from playing on radio in Jamaica. And even when the songs started playing on radio, like first of all, you could only hear Bob Marley's song like in the dance hall back in the days, would not hear it on radio. When it started playing on radio, there was like a certain time slot. Like growing up in Jamaica in those days, like you'd only hear American music on the radio. Anything Jamaican was considered like lewd and vulgar and aggressive, and that was reggae music, not dancehall. So all of this conversation comes up every 2 to 3 years about the negative impact of reggae music, dancehall music on our culture. And I know that, like, say for example, like if Vybz Kartel would win this Grammy Award, like you're going to hear the conversation coming up like this man just came out of prison and all of that type of stuff. It's always going to come up. But the thing that people don't talk about is the positive impact of Jamaica music, reggae music, dancehall music, and the culture. We can argue night and day about the negative impact, but let's acknowledge the positive impact. Jamaica is not Jamaica without reggae music, dancehall music. And I know that is a bit difficult for a lot of Jamaicans to digest, because every time, as a Jamaican, every time I'm having conversations with Jamaicans, people are telling me that, look, the reason why people love Jamaica, tourists, a lot of tourists flock to Jamaica and people love Jamaica so much is because Jamaica is beautiful, is because we have the nicest people in the world. And I'm like, no, no, that is not it. People, Jamaicans that travel, Jamaicans that travel all over the world, to the Caribbean, to Europe, to the Middle East, wherever, Jamaicans that travel will tell you that that is nonsense. Like, there are beautiful countries all over the world. Every country I've been to so far, I've seen something that I've never seen anywhere. So all countries in the world have a beauty that you can appreciate that's different from other countries. There are nice people everywhere. There are amazing people everywhere. You go anywhere in the Caribbean, you go to St. Vincent, you go to Barbados, some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And we're the same Caribbean people. So to say that the reason why Jamaica is so popular or so loved is because of our beauty, no. A lot of places beautiful. It's because of our people? No. There are a lot of nice people in the world. Reggae music, the culture, Jamaican culture is what makes the difference. Jamaican, like everywhere I've gone so far, I've seen Jamaican restaurant, I've seen Jamaican food, and that's a part of music, food, culture coming together. So we have to acknowledge the positive impact that the music have. We can acknowledge that there's some negativity to it, but we also have to acknowledge that the impact, the positive impact. Just imagine Dubai. Dubai is in the Middle East. Saudi Arabia, there's a Jamaican restaurant in Dubai. A Jamaican restaurant in Dubai. Just imagine that. So, when we're having this conversation, let's have a balanced conversation and talk about, so whoever win this week, even though I think Vybz Kartel is going to win, but whoever win this weekend, just acknowledge that, look, it is not because we're the nicest people in the world. It's not because Jamaica is the most beautiful country in the world why people visit us. It's because we have one of the most amazing culture anywhere in the world. I talked to someone that went to South Korea. This guy that went to South Korea, that's meeting a Jamaican for the first time, meeting me as a Jamaican for the first time. And this guy said, you know what? I was in South Korea and someone said, look, he was saying that he wanted something to eat, and someone said, let me show you a nice spot. And this guy took him to a street in South Korea where there was a Jamaican jerk chicken going on the street, like a food truck. And just imagine, South Korea, you're going to South Korea and get jerk chicken. So let's acknowledge it. It's our culture, and music and food is a big part of our culture, and that is what makes a difference. So guys, if you enjoyed this video and you found value in it, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing content. And remember, peace. I'm out.